Hello, my mindful yogis. I'm doing my third recording now in front of this outrageous glacier because it's early in the morning, there's no wind, the sun is shining on me, and how could I not now get into a journey into power practice, right? So I already filmed an early morning stretch. I did some sun salutations because my camera was almost out of battery, and then I charged the camera and the sun came pouring out from behind the clouds. So I want to record a journey into power sequence. We'll see how long it lasts, but I just want to move my body before I get back in the car. I've got about a 5-hour drive back to Reykjavik from here, and I just need to get in some sweat. So we're gonna move into child's pose. Please take your knees wide, settle back onto your heels. Could not be better conditions for this right now. I have a perfectly flat surface. I've got my fuzzy microphone, so hopefully the little bit of wind that is here is not gonna distract us too much. Just take these first few moments of your practice to land on your yoga mat. Doesn't matter where you are in the world, it doesn't matter what time of day it is. If your body needs to move, just listen to that. Yeah, don't argue with your body. Finding a few minutes in your day, half an hour, 90 minutes, whatever it is, to get your body flowing, creating vitality, moving energy. Take the time for that whenever you need it, yogi. My goal with this channel is to give you just that, options of different times, different flows, so that you can find space in your day to move. And subscribe to the channel, share, all that good stuff to get more yogis onto their yoga mat. The world needs more yogis like us. Come up into tabletop, downward facing dog. Just pedal out the knees. Take a moment there. Do a three-legged dog. Open up the hips. Really ground down through all your fingers. It's actually really new practice to do it on sand. You have to use those stabilizing muscles in a different way. Try that if you ever have the option, yogi. Lift your top knee and then switch feet. Left leg goes up, three-legged dog. Press the bottom heel down and then create more lift up through the top knee, more opening through the side of the body. Breathe in. Ground all your knuckles on both hands. Take another breath. Lift your left knee higher and then step to the top of your mat. Move into Ragdoll. Feet as wide as your hips. Grab your elbows or your biceps and just let the upper body go. I may regret wearing a Icelandic wool toque through all of this, but I tried to take it off and I've got some outrageously epic Icelandic wool toque hat hair. So not acceptable. It looks like I have bald patches. So this will just get me extra sweaty. Perfect. It is as cold here as you might think it is, but I'm a Canadian boy. I can do it. Hopefully you're somewhere comfortable for you. I love actually practicing outdoors when it's kind of cool. Build our own tapas, our own heat through the movement, the physicality of the practice. Not distracted by temperatures or sounds in your environment, just present to your body and what it's doing for you. Take a breath in. Fingertips down onto your mat. Bring your big toes to touch. Halfway lift. And fold. Extended mountain pose, reach up to the sky. Hands to your heart center. We'll start with 1 Om. Breathe in. Sweep your arms up and fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe. Ujjayi breath through the nose. Tapping into these tools of the practice. Your breath. Your eyes are open. You want to see the scenery here, yogi. See what you see out here. Press down hands and feet. Really pull the muscles into the bones on your arms and legs. Belly button in onto your toes. Bend your knees. Squeeze in. Hop or step forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Reach up. Fold. Halfway lift. Shoulders on your back. Chaturanga Dandasana. Low plank. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. And you breathe. Generous breath. Intentional breath. Just like your gaze, just like your muscle engagement, it's all intentional. You're using these tools to keep you present, dialed into the practice. Lift up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Look between your hands and then land your feet there. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. Press down and reach up. Fold. Chest to thighs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Chest forward. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. 2 more. Press, knuckles, inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Breathe in. Ground down even more. Press the earth. Then come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop or step forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain. 1 more. Big reach. You can go back a little bit. And then fold, hug into the legs. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Eyes lift off the mat. Downward facing dog. Take a big breath in. Take a big breath out. Lift onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Utkatasana, chair pose. Sink down. Wade into your heels. Let your seat sink as deep as you can, yeah? A few more breaths here. Biceps by the ears. Center of your chest lifts. Sink deeper. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Reach up. Fingertips down, hips up. Fold. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Right side warrior 1. Press your feet down, reach up. Really intentional in the foundation of the feet, so inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Press, big toe mound, pinky toe mound. Lunge deeper in that front knee. Breathe in and breathe out. Strong legs. More lunge. Take another big reach. Chaturanga Dandasana. The sand is so good. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. You never know if your feet get off a little bit. Left side, warrior 1. My foot rolls to one side. All of a sudden it's sand moving. And that takes some different muscles. So good. Feet ground. Space in the body. 3 breaths. In and out. Fill and empty. 1 more big reach. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Take 5 breaths. Hands and feet pressed down. Uddiyana Bandha, your belly muscles locked in. Pull them in. 3 breaths. And soften the joints. It's quality of water to the body, not rigid, not stuck. It's a flow. Breathe in. Breathe out. Lift onto your toes. Bend your knees. And we flow. Hop forward. Halfway lift. Fold. Utkatasana. Utkatasana, fold, flat back, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right foot, warrior one, ground and reach, Chaturanga Dandasana. You can float your right toes there, upward facing, downward facing dog, left side, feet to fingers, keep reaching up, Chaturanga Dandasana, left toes hover on the way, upward dog, downward facing dog. Right away, onto your toes, bend your knees, hopper step forward, halfway lift, and fold, Utkatasana, Uttanasana, flat back, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, right side, warrior one, take a little back bend here, keep reaching up and back, Chaturanga Dandasana, float your toes, upward, down dog, left side, press and reach, Chaturanga Dandasana, flow it out, lift up, downward facing dog, feet together at the back of your mat, right foot up, flip your dog, grounds, maybe go into wheel, press down, feet parallel, take a breath in, take a breath out, press your hips higher wherever you are, empty your lungs, one more breath in, lion's breath, flip to high plank, whoop, side plank, left arm up, take your gaze up, and try to expand here, see what happens. If you fall out, that's okay, come back, press, pull in, lift and express up and out, take a big breath, Chaturanga Dandasana, upward facing dog, downward facing dog, feet together, left foot goes up, stack open the hips, and then lightly you flip, going right into whatever expression you're going into. Keep the knees hugging in, keep the hips lifting up, breathe in and breathe out. A few more, inhale, exhale, press, squeeze, one more breath, lion's breath, flip over, whoop, to side plank. Some of these rocks are a little sharp, that's all, it's okay. Just gotta make sure there's no blood in my yoga practice. Lava rock can be like a razor blade. Lift up the gaze, whoop, lift up the top leg. Instability just builds strength. And you come right back, take your fullest expression right here. Chaturanga Dandasana. Woo. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Big breath in. Let it go. Right foot up. Bring your knee to your nose. Hold here, inhale. Exhale. Lift it back up. Right knee, right tricep. If you practice an arm balance here, play with it, go for it. Who knows? Lift, squeeze, hug in. Inhale, back up. Cross over, right knee, left tricep. You can balance here too, maybe. Possibly, you gotta try to find out. Breathe in, breathe out. Go back up. Crescent lunge, step through. Just being playful. Reach and twist. Don't take your yoga practice too seriously, right? It stays stuck then, it gets rigid. I know mine does when I'm coming from that place. Curiosity, playfulness, trying new things, and then all of a sudden new things happen that you didn't expect. Take a breath in, twist it deeper, warrior two. Sink down into your front knee. Keep it tracking over your ankle. Soften your shoulders. Breathe. In and out. Reach. Lunge. Extended side angle. Option here for bind, Bird of Paradise. Just be playful today. I'm going to be taking it on. See what happens. Even though the ground underneath me is unstable. When you let yourself get a little unstable, yogis, you build strength. You see new possibilities. Whoop, and you might fall out and make a mess. That's okay. Take a breath in. Come back down to extended side angle. One more breath. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow it out. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Left foot up. Knee to your nose. Hold it there for a full breath. Inhale. And exhale. Press your foot back up. Left knee, left tricep. Balance. If you can balance, yogi, go for it. Play with it. Take a breath in and lift up. Cross over. See what happens. You never know till you try. Maybe it's messy, maybe it's not. Breathe in and out and then go back up. Crescent lunge. All you ever do is what you know. You'll never have a new experience. If I didn't walk over this ridge right here, I wouldn't have found this flat patch of sand. And you wouldn't be seeing this beautiful glacier in this way. And I wouldn't be seeing this beautiful glacier in this way. Like literally 3 meters from a lagoon filled with pieces of glacier. You can hear the water rushing off of it. Most grounding practice I feel like I've ever had. Breathe in and twist. Warrior 2. That's up. Nope, this is really soft. Here, you go into Warrior 2. I'm just gonna like fill in that hole. Hold it. I'm coming there. I'm with you. I'm with you. Sink into your front knee. It's 3 more breaths. Press your feet. Squeeze through the inner thighs. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe. Melt deeper. Extended side angle. Any variation that you've got, play with it. Even if you fell out on the other side, don't let that stop you. If something's messy, don't give up. Get curious about what might be possible if you try again. What might be possible if you fall out again? Who cares? That's okay. Right? You try a 3rd time, you try a 4th time, you build strength, you see new possibilities. Take a breath in, Chaturanga Dandasana, flow it out. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Onto your toes, bend your knees, hop to the top of your mat, halfway lift on the breath in. Fold. Utkatasana. Twist to the right. Yeah, and just because, if you can do side crow, go for it. If you can't do side crow, put your hands on the mat, try to get your elbows to the outside of your thigh. Maybe start leaning, maybe start lifting, maybe start straightening out the legs. Even with lava rocks cutting into your hands, you play, you see what's possible. Take a breath in and release. Fold. Fingers to toes. Scoop up your toes and just let your head go. Really let go. Working hard, challenging yourself. You deserve rest too, yogi. It's not always having to be go, go, go. You try new things, you step out of your comfort zone. You might need time to recharge after that. Whether that's a yoga pose or something in your life. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more breath here. Soften. Even deeper into the fold. Bring your feet back into true north. Toes touching. Heels separated just a bit. And then move into the twist. Utkatasana twist. Shoulder integration. If you're staying here. If you're moving into side crow, go for it. Play with it. If you fall out, who cares? You begin again. Breathe in, breathe out. One more, lengthen, stay, and release. Gorilla pose. Feet hip distance apart. Palms underneath your feet. Let your upper body go. I can't believe there's not been any other tourists. I didn't see one car for the 45 minutes drive here. Haven't heard a person. Haven't seen a person. And who cares if I did, all right? Amazing. Everybody that sees me doing yoga in some random place, there's just a chance that they'll get curious and go home and maybe do some yoga. You never know. Hopefully. Breathe in. Soften more. Inhale. Exhale. Move into crow pose. Palms on the mat. Knees on the triceps. Lift yourself up. You can play here with straightening out the arms. Bring your heels closer to your bum. Pretty sure this is called crane pose. Press. If I'm wrong, comment below. Tell me what this is called. Maybe this crow variation. One more breath. Or half a breath. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come up onto your toes. Bend your knees. Hop to the top of your mat. Halfway lift. And fold. Sweep all the way up. Take eagle on your right side. Modifying if you need to find balance. One foot on soft moving sand seems to be a little challenging, especially with my one knee. Don't want to risk injury ever, yogi. Getting curious and trying new things doesn't mean, pain, danger, maybe a little uncertainty, a little messiness. Sweep up, switch sides, eagle on the left. Hug through the biceps and the inner thighs. Keep the connection to center line. Use that connection to express the pose deeper. In and out. Sweep up. Standing leg raise. Grab onto your right knee or your foot. Yeah, and we'll see. Balancing on one foot might work, might not. Who knows? Breathe in. Foot back to center. Lift your toes, lift your arms up. Airplane, fly back. Keep your right pinky toe turned down, your chest forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Half moon, hands to heart center. You can open up here. Maybe your fingertips come to the ground or a block, or maybe they hover. Maybe it's Utkatasana, sugar cane. Whoop, maybe it's not, and then you can try again. Take a breath in, take a breath out, start to shift your gaze sideways, up to the sky, breathe, and then fall out or come out. Sweep all the way up. Other side, standing leg raise. Generate stability from your muscle engagement, also your gaze. Make sure you're focused at one spot. And hugging in, skin to muscle, muscle to bone. If you lose it, come back. Don't fixate on it needing to be the exact same way. Breathe in. Foot back to center. Arms up. Foot forward. Airplane pose. Catch yourself if you get fixated on it needing to be the way that it was before you fall out. Like, just get into the pose ASAP. Don't miss it. Don't analyze what was wrong. Just find out what's right. Take a breath in. Hands to heart centered. Half moon. Variation. There can be a block. There can be fingertips connected to the ground. Play with it. See what's possible. That bottom foot at 12 o'clock. If you're going for Utkatasana, reach for your ankle. I find it actually easier to hover my fingers usually here. That connection at the back foot, kick into it, and then maybe fall out, come right back into it. One more big breath. Whoop, and release. Perfect. Sweep up. Take a dancer's pose on the right side. Grab the inside of your right foot. Lift up. Keep the chest forward. Your back heel lifting up to the sky. Breathe in. Breathe out. Press down that bottom foot. If it's in an unstable surface, amazing. You're gonna feel some new muscles tomorrow. Take a breath in. I think I'm going to release. Switch side stances on the left. The wind is starting to pick up here, so hopefully we can still salvage this. Hopefully this fluffy thing is helping with that. Still yet to get footage with this, so we'll see. Kick and lift. Squeeze and hold. Take a big breath in and release. Take tree. I'm going to do mine with a kickstand intentionally because I just want stability. I'm going to be able to focus here. 5 breaths. Any variation, you can move the arms. Inhale. Exhale. Reach up. Look up. Another breath. And release. Set up your tree. Left side. Any variation. Start with your hands at heart center. Just create that connection, the stability, and then from there you grow your tree for 5 breaths. In and out. Bottom foot. Press it down. Find roots into the earth. And then grow. A couple more. Inhale. And exhale. Big, big reach. And release. Extended mountain. Reach up to the sky. Fold forward. Halfway lift. Chaturanga Dandasana. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Right side triangle pose. Set it up. If you don't have a prop, just press your palm into the front of your shin, but make sure you're resisting that, yeah? You don't want to lock out that front knee. Press shin into palm, palm into shin. Draw the top shoulder back. Big breath in. Big twist. One more. Stay for it. Come up to stand. Turn your toes in. Wide leg fold or headstand. I think I need a headstand. Headstand on sand sounds perfect, right? Instability. Possibility. There's a chance I'm going to fall right out. Who cares? If you can do your first headstand and never having fallen out, then you're like special yogi, that's for sure. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Couple more. Stay with it. Squeeze muscles to bones. Take one more here. Headstands can come down. Move into pyramid. Right side, step the left foot in. Fold over your right leg. Now let your upper body go. Breathe in. Deeper. Come up to a flat back. Twisted triangle. Right hand on your low back, or you can reach it up to the sun guy. Breathe. Twist. One more big reach up. Chaturanga Dandasana. Flow through. Triangle on your left side. However you get there, find your way there. And up. Again, if you don't have a block, you press your palm and your shin into each other. It's not just pushing down into your leg. You want to resist it. Create the connection. Create the lengthening across the chest, up to the top fingers. Inhale. Exhale. Big reach. Big twist. Look up. Pull yourself up on the next inhale, and you'll take wide leg fold with a bind. Interlace your hands at your low back. Fold forward. Let go of your head. Lift your inner thigh muscles up to the sky. Start to shift your hips forward a couple inches, yeah? 5 centimeters, a little bit more than that. Press the outer edges of your feet. You wake up your legs. Inhale. Exhale. Take another breath. Stay for it. And move into pyramid. Hands over to your left foot. The back foot steps in front way. Get your heels grounded. Inner ankles back, outer ankles down. Really pressing into the feet to activate the legs. Let your upper body go. Breathe. Icelandic wind again. I thought I snuck away from it, but it's okay. Halfway lift. What I've realized is that waterfall and wind together is not doable. So the waterfall is like treble and the wind is like bass, so you can't really cancel out both without losing everything. So hopefully this doesn't sound too bad. Hopefully it's a beautiful flow for you, yogi. Reach your fingertips up. Chaturanga Dandasana, move through. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come down onto your belly. Pick one belly back bend, yeah? I'm gonna do a locust pose here. Just the one today. So if you want something else, floor bowl, bound locust, that's what I'm gonna do. Skydiver, superhero, if you know those poses I do sometimes, take one of them on. 5 breaths. Shoulders draw back. Belly engage to support your low back, yeah? Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze in. Lift higher. Take another breath. Stay for it. One more big lift up and then come all the way down right away. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Come through onto your back. Move into bridger wheel. We're gonna do 3. I'm gonna go right up into wheel. If you want a bridge, take it. I've been practicing drop backs again for the first time, but I did one yesterday, and I did 2 the day before that, and I did 2 the day before that. So today I'm not gonna do one, because just because you can doesn't mean you have to, right? Listen to your body. My body's saying wheels plenty, no need. I'll try again soon. Take a breath in, come down. If your body asks you for rest, listen to it, yeah? And go back up right away. Not too long of a rest. Squeeze your leg muscles to the bones. Press your calves towards your shoulders. Big breath in, big breath out. One more here. Slowly come down. Whew. And then go back up. Last one. Take it on fully right here. Let's see what's possible, yeah? Maybe on your toes. Maybe one leg up might be possible. The other leg up might be possible. Just check in, yogi. It's not that far to the ground if you fall. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. One more. And release. Whew. Supta Baddha Konasana. It's less windy down here. Perfect. One hand on your belly, one on your heart. Just take a moment of rest, yeah? Ground yourself. Steady your breath. Full inhale. Open your mouth, let it out. Hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a squeeze there. Happy baby. Sway from side to side. And this is the nicest happy baby I've gotten outside yet. It's nice and soft under my back. Sometimes I go to do this and it's like a jagged rock under my kidney. That's not so good. Just sway a few times. And then grab the backs of your knees. Rock front to back. That a couple times and you'll come up to Navasana. Boat pose. Any variation here that fits. Play with lengthening out through the legs, straightening out the arms. Maybe grabbing your toes, hands behind your calves. Whoop, and if you roll out, come back up and start again. 5 breaths. Inhale. Core strong. Chest lifts. Shoulder integration. 3, 2, 1 more big breath and let yourself rock. Move into half pigeon on the right side. However you get there, set it up and then settle in. And just allow for your body to land here. Hip opening. starting to wind down a little bit. Yeah, the hard work's done, Yogi. I don't need core today. If you need core, there's like all kinds of core videos on here. Find one of those. I filmed a 15 minutes of relentless core again the other day, so that should already be up by the time you see this one. Like mass filming here in Iceland, so I got lots of great stuff coming up. Subscribe to the channel, share it, like the video if you like it, and please, tell anybody that you think might want to do some yoga with me, because I would love more people hitting their mats. Breathe. Become deeper. Stay with your breath. Giving yourself this time for the yoga practice, it takes something to make time in your day. Acknowledgement to you if you're this far into the video with me. You found the time, yogi. So don't check out for these last few minutes. Still on your mat, still present to what's happening physically, mentally. Breathing through it all. Roll onto your right bum cheek and then sweep the back leg around. We'll do double pigeon today. Like my hips want a bit more, so stacking ankles over knees. Yeah, it's not just crossing the legs. You want to get the ankles over knees or straighten your bottom leg out if you can. Yeah, this is also a nice option. And then just fold forward as much as you need to. You might be like up here. You might be able to come further forward. I find that my double pigeon really opens up as I breathe through it, right? I normally like this is about as far as I feel like I can get here, but you exhale. Sending the breath to wherever there's some tightness, letting some of that go, melting deeper. Breathe in, breathe out. Couple more breaths here. Sink deeper with each exhale. Empty it out. Slowly rush out of your hip poses. You'll move into half pigeon on the left. You can flow to get there. I'm just going to sweep my right leg back. Set up the pose. Land. Where you start isn't necessarily where you finish in any yoga pose, right? It's vinyasa. This practice is one of movement, one of flow. So don't ever feel stuck. Don't feel stagnant. Breathing, fluid ujjayi breaths. Breathe in. Melt a bit deeper. Take one more breath here. Sweep around the right leg. Double pigeon. Stack knees and ankles. Straighten out the left leg if you need to for that stretch. Don't fold. Again, starting in one spot and then letting your body move through. Each breath. Possibility. Wonderful. Pull the sit bones back. Put your arms up. Fold over your legs. Tuck the chin, lengthen the back of the neck. Every exhale, let your chest melt deeper. Breathe in. Let your head forward, spine and neck are long. One more breath here. Deepen it. Slowly come back up. You'll move onto your back, waterfall or shoulder stand. Or if you want to go for a headstand, your first or second headstand, go for it. Take shoulder stand. Lift up, hands at the low back. Really lifting through the toes. Breathe. You can close your eyes, just don't check out. If your eyes close, you dial into the pose even more internally. Drishti focuses inside. Support, on stability, on release, on softness, whatever it is you need to put your attention on. Winding down your breath. Breathe in. Breathe out. And plow, or if you're in shoulder stand, move to plow. Toes behind your head. You can interlace your fingers here and push them away from your back. So knuckles to the top of your mat, heels to the back of your mat. Breathe in. Breathe out. Deaf man's pose. Shoulders, knees to shoulders. You grab your feet or your legs and pull in. Take another breath and slowly roll back down. Keep your right knee into your chest, left leg long. Supine twist, draw your right knee across your body. Gaze over your right shoulder. Really deepen that twist. Side body long, low back stretch. Breathe in. Breathe out. Come back through center, switch sides, right leg long, left knee in. Pull it across your body. 3 breaths here. Find some space. This last pose, almost last pose. It's like I forgot Shavasana was an important pose. No, I didn't. Shavasana is the most important pose, arguably, yogi. Letting your body register everything that just happened. Letting your mind slow down. Give yourself space to rest after all the work you just did. Come back to center. Hug your knees into your chest. Curl up into a tight little ball. Squeeze in. And release. Final Shavasana. You don't ever want to skip your Shavasana. If you're doing a practice and you can't finish the whole practice, slow down for the last minute. Lie down. Give yourself space to rest. Sweaty and it's kind of windy and cold here, so we're going to call that a Shavasana. Take a breath in. Open your mouth, let it go. If you need longer, then you can just lie here. Get up when you're done. Reach your arms up over your head, stretch it out. Fetal position on your right side. Just pause there for a moment. Still breathing, just natural breath. Bring yourself up to sit. Keep your eyes closed. Sit up tall. Hands at your heart center. And we'll finish like we began with an Om. Take a breath in. Thumbs to your forehead center. The love and the light in me acknowledges each and every one of you practicing with me. Together we bow and say, Namaste. Thank you, yogis. I hope that you enjoyed that. I hope you enjoyed this beautiful scenery. I've been loving Iceland. There is more to come, so stay tuned, subscribe to the channel, share it with anybody that you think might do yoga. Even if they're not a yogi yet, share the channel. There's also some plant-based recipes coming soon too. Keep moving your body, keep nourishing your body, stay connected to your yoga practice, and I will see you again really, really soon. Have an awesome day.